Hello everybody, my name is Raxef and welcome to This Week in Warcraft for the week of October 24th. There's just a few things that I want to talk about this week, so let's jump into the video. First off, this week is the Arena Skirmish bonus event. During this event, you will receive significantly increased honor every time you complete a random Arena Skirmish. This event is a great opportunity to really grind out your prestige levels, particularly if you're interested in earning the higher tier level rewards. If you're a little bit nervous about queuing up for an Arena Skirmish, perhaps you're not that familiar with PvP or arenas in general, you are able to queue up with one or two friends if you want to do a 2v2 or 3v3 Arena Skirmish. Next up, the Mythic affixes for this week are Bolstering, Skittish, and Fortified. With Bolstering, non-boss enemies will buff nearby allies' health and damage every time they are defeated. What this means is that you're going to want to use your AoE to defeat all of the mobs in a pack at the same time. If you focus one down and then move on to a next, you're simply going to be buffing the health and damage of all the surrounding enemies, and it's going to take you that much longer to defeat them and be a real pain on your healer. Skittish means that the tank generates 75% less threat. So what's really beneficial here is if you have a really strong AoE CC, like the Warrior's Shockwave, in case mobs get loose and start running towards other players. Thankfully, you should be focusing on AoEing these mobs down altogether, and that way you don't really need to worry about one particular enemy getting loose and wandering towards a ranged DPS. If you manage to CC them all in a group and then AoE them down, you shouldn't have any trouble with this mechanic at all. And lastly, Fortified buffs the health of all non-boss enemies and increases their damage dealt by 30%. Right off the bat, this does mean that you are going to be spending more time defeating non-boss enemies, so don't be afraid to blow your cooldowns in order to get through them quicker, and also don't forget to do the mechanics and interrupt non-boss enemies whenever you can. Since the first affix this week is Bolstering, do take care to really AoE those mobs down as best you can, because if you have Fortified and a Bolstering goes off and one of the Fortified non-boss enemies gets higher health and damage, it's going to be really hard to take care of it, particularly if you don't really AoE the mobs down and you just have one going off right after another. You're going to end up with one enemy that has 4 or even 5 stacks of Bolstering, and it's going to be really hard for you to take it down, and it's going to be doing so much damage that your healer might struggle to keep you alive. However, if you coordinate pulls with your tank and your DPS cooldowns with other DPS, then you should have no problem getting through this week's Mythic dungeons. And lastly, the Hallows End event is still going on this week, so if you're still looking to get the new pet, or perhaps you're trying to get the Headless Horseman mount like I am, or if you really want to get the Hallowed Be Thy Name holiday event achievement, then you still have time to do so. Personally, I've bought all the pets that I need to buy, and I've recently completed the holiday achievement in order to get the title. What I am still looking for is the ever elusive mount. Many of my friends are still trying to get it as well. However, to me, it seems that more and more people are getting the mount this year than I've seen in the past. I don't think that they've really done anything with the drop rate. It's more of just my perspective on this event. We still have time to get through it, so if you're like me and you really just want that mount, go on your alts, particularly if they're level 110, and get through that dungeon, because I'm hoping for you and for myself that that mount drops before the event ends, so that we don't need to wait a whole nother year. And that's going to do it for this week in Warcraft. However, before I do go, there is one more thing I want to talk about. A couple days ago, I released a video where I discussed some leaked and data mined information regarding both BlizzCon and the upcoming World of Warcraft expansion. I have been absolutely blown away by the response to it. Not only is it my most viewed video to date with, as of now, 11,000 views, it has also pushed me over the 100 subscriber milestone that I'd actually set for myself at the end of the year. I was hovering around 60-70 subs. Before I released that video, I was at 77, and my goal for the end of the year was to get to 100 subs. What this video has done right now is pushed me to almost 150 subs. And I know that may not seem like a big number, but as someone who's just been releasing content for a couple of months and who's really focusing on growing their channel, it means the world to me with the outreach of support, with the opinions that the community has to offer, whether you agree with me or you disagree with me or you just want to put forward your own thoughts. I tried to respond to every single comment and give my opinion and start a dialogue, because that's ultimately why I started this channel. I love this game a lot. I love gaming in general, but World of Warcraft particularly. And what I just really wanted to do was create videos where I could talk about something that I was passionate about, and really just talk with members of the community to start a discussion and form a community that was constructive, and even though we might butt heads sometimes, it would ultimately be a positive experience for everyone involved. So, you know, I'm reading your feedback because there has been some feedback. I'm trying to read all of your comments, even if you just say, you know, one or two things about it, or you just said that you liked it. I appreciate everything. So thank you for those of you who liked, thank you for those of you who watched the videos to the end, and especially thank you to those of you who subscribed, because, I mean, I'd be making these videos anyways just because I love making videos, but this past video has really spurred me on and lit a fire under me just to continue creating content, the best kind of content that I can, and I'm hoping for many more great videos in the future. So thank you. I don't think I could say it enough, and I look forward to growing this channel together with you guys, because at the end of the day, it's not just about what I'm doing. I love to include members of the community as well. So thank you very much for watching This Week in Warcraft. If you like this video, then go ahead and give it a thumbs up. If you have anything to say, then leave it in the comments section down below. Are you still trying to get the Headless Horseman's mount, or perhaps you've already got it and you are gloating in front of all of your guildmates and making them extremely jealous? Or perhaps you've not really been interested in the Halloween event and you're really just kind of looking forward to BlizzCon, which is coming up in the next couple of weeks. Let me know down below. And lastly, if you like my content and you want to keep up to date with the videos that I'm releasing, then of course feel free to subscribe. With that being said, I hope to see you guys in the next video. See you later!